the podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
Hi guys, my name is Glory and welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down the real story behind the viral clip between Candace Owens and Erika Kirk. Let's get into what really happened, why this clip went viral, and what it means.
Now, for the first time, Erika, who's with me now, addresses all of it from the perspective of a grieving widow, a mom, and a battle-tested American. Good to see you again today. Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie. But can I have one thing? Can my babies have one thing where we hold it sacred, where my husband is laid to rest, where I don't have to be worried about some secular revolutionary coming and destroying my husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying? One thing. This is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that, but this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing. But I will tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall, and the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying, Nehemiah, calling him all these names, saying all these things, come on down. Every single time he had the same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building. That is how I feel. I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the hand-picked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it. We are busy building. And you know what I thought? I thought these people are human. We are all grieving in our own way. And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard. And I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole. Whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
You know, I have to say it, I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines and they're not robots. They are human. We have more death threats on our team and our side than I have ever seen. I have kidnapping threats. I have, you name it, we have it. And my poor team is exhausted. And every time they bring this back up, what are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again? They watched my husband get murdered. I have no idea how I would have reacted if I was there that day. And thank the good Lord that I did not have to see that happen. But my team, they are rocked to the core. So why every single day do they have to be dragged through the mud, analyzed, hyper-analyzed?
You know, the conspiracies that are out there, all of the like, do you think that there is more of it now because you do shine your light? I mean, did people just expect you would just go away?
I don't know what they expected. I don't know what they expected.
They pick on you because of your accessories. I mean, I've seen some of it.
Oh, yeah. No, at this point, it's what, the conspiracy collection. Get it before Christmas. Like, seriously. Wow. You will, if you want to find and pick me apart, go right ahead. I do not care. I don't. This was happening before Charlie was murdered. Both of us have been through the ringer of people will call you whatever they want to call you. They will. But I have seen it firsthand impact the people that I love, and I'm done. I'm done. And if people think that I was just going to wilt away, I'm not going to sit in a corner and cry and be in fetal position. This is a duty to my husband, and it's an absolute honor, and I will never back down. And so my message to them is to stop. To stop. And you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this. No.
I can understand why Candace Owens wants to investigate what happened to Charlie, but if she has any respect for Charlie, she will listen to his wife. Candace was frustrated that the public didn't get to read Charlie Kirk's journal or know where his grave is. Candace is not his wife. The general public is not his wife. Mrs. Erika Kirk is his wife, and she says no. So why are we pretending like anyone wants justice more than her? She's out here trying to lead a massive organization that is literally doubling in infrastructure, and instead of being able to grieve and focus, she has to get on TV and debunk lies practically pulled out of a flat earther's ass. And don't let it go unnoticed how absolutely absurd it is that Erika Kirk has to do this. But Erika Kirk, thank you for your strength, and I pray that people hear you and honor your requests and your right to privacy.
Erika just responded to Candace and to anybody else talking sideways. Those of you siding with Candace, I'm going to give you Bible, how you're trending towards the judgment of God. But first, take a listen to this.
We have a trial coming up. Unfortunately, that trial is in a long time. What I want to be mindful of for people is that this was a murder. This is not something that, what I don't want to have happen is for this to taint the jury pool. I don't. I want my husband, I want justice for my husband more than any other person on the internet, any other person in this world. That was my husband and the father to my kids. We will make sure, and we have been, turning over every single stone, going down every single lead. So when these people say, oh, they haven't talked about this or done that, how do you know? You're not in those meetings with the attorneys and the prosecutors. You have no idea. And why would we share that information with the internet to what? Then give the defense more stuff that's not true? Like, it's just, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the truth is the truth.
The first thing that you have to understand is she doesn't have to share. What she knows, that's her husband, not your husband. Not Candace's husband. For those of you that treat widows bad, like her, and you claim to be a Christian, you're no better than those that fornicate outside of marriage, or that get drunk. I'm gonna show you why. In the Torah in Exodus, you shall not mistreat any widow or fatherless child. Here's a warning. If you mistreat them, they will cry out to me, and I will surely hear their cry. And my wrath will burn. And it gets dangerous. Keep reading. This don't mean it's gonna happen right then, or you might find another way. Psalm 68:5, father of the fatherless and protector of widows. This is a widow. So when you make mean remarks about her, you will come under God's chastisement and judgment. One of the key reasons Candace Owens is doing this is because a demon came to her in a dream and said that it was Charlie, and she believed it. And now everybody following her is believing that same demon. Take a listen, and I'm gonna respond.
World. I believe people can communicate in dreams on their way in and on their way out of this world. I similarly, like I just said, had a vivid dream this weekend, and Charlie came to me and he told me that he was betrayed.
The Bible straight out links trying to talk to the dead with witchcraft and sorcery. In Isaiah 8:19, someone may say to you, let's ask the mediums and those who consult the spirits of the dead. Goes on to say, but shouldn't people ask God for guidance? Should the living seek guidance from the dead? This woman's literally doing that. And you who proclaim to be Christians are riding on that train. On very rare occasions, can God let the dead give a message? He did it with Moses coming to Jesus, with Peter them there. But when Peter tried to make it about them, God said, this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. Listen to him. God brought attention back to Jesus. Meaning if it ever happens and it's rare, it will turn attention back to Jesus. The fruit from Candace's dream is confusion. And the Bible says God is not a God of confusion. You all say that you hate witchcraft until Candace is doing it and then you call it truth. God warns against conspiracy theory idolatry. And the Bible says not to bear false witness on another person. In other words, don't lie on somebody. So her lying on Erika and all these other people and you agreeing with it and you pushing it?
Okay, first thing, when I saw Erika said, stop, that's it. That's all I have to say. I felt her pain. I was like, I get it. Personally, I don't blame her. I mean, imagine grieving your husband, running the organization he built, and dealing with all this public pressure while people speculate about your life and choices online. Candy has been saying these things online for weeks, questioning the circumstances of Charlie's death, criticizing Erika's leadership, comparing her to Marco, pushing theories. I get why Erika finally said enough is enough. Well, my take, Candy might have questions about leadership, but the way she's going about it, too personal, too public, that's where Erika drew the line, and I respect that. Erika saying stop is because she has had enough of people dragging her and her husband's legacy online, and honestly, I feel that. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you feel Erika handled it the right way, or do you think Candice has a point? I really want to hear your thoughts. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.